Hi, folks. It's Jim from New Hampshire Card Hunters, and we're back again with another video. This time, we're going to be opening up 2021 uh, Topps Heritage, and that's going to be the high number edition. As you can see here, we've got a hobby box, and we've also have three blaster boxes. So hopefully, we'll be able to pull some good stuff in here. We got the first lady of baseball with us, and let's get a little review on the product and give you a little quick rundown here. Um, in the high number series, we've got there's 225 total cards, and the first 200 obviously are the base, and then the last 25 are short number prints, and we'll get those randomly. I think they're like 1 and 3 in a pack. There's also the what else we got in here? We got the black border parallels, as well as the flip stocks. Black borders are 50 copies, and flip stock is 5. We also have, particularly this would be relevant to the blaster boxes, would be and hobby boxes, the hot box refractors, which would be the purple ones. But there's also a base refractor, numbered to 572, red bordered to 372, white bordered 72, and gold border 5 superfractors 1 of 1. A few insert sets in here as well. We've got award winners, uh, combo cards, now and then, rookie performers, right? Also got the Roberto Clemente uh, journey of his historic insert for his journey of his historic um, march to 3,000 hits. We also have the 1972 World Series highlights in there as well, so that's another insert. Autographs, do we got them? Yeah, we got them in here. We got the blue autographs, which are the real one autographs, and we also have the special edition reds, which are numbered to 72, as well as cut signatures. Those will be almost impossible to pull, but hey, you never know. You never know. Finally, we get to the relics. We have, the single relics, quad relics, dual relics, triple relics, as well as the autographs, and/or memorabilia cards from the clubhouse collection as well. And those, range anywhere from the relics from 99 all the way down to the quad relics, numbered to 10, triple relics 25, and the dual relics 72. The auto relics are 25 or less, and the patches are 1 and 1. That's only in the hobby. Same with the dual. The dual autograph relics would be numbered to 10, and the patch would be 1 of 1 in the hobby as well. And then finally, we've got the box toppers. Those would be either the oversized cards, jumbo versions of the base cards, or the 1972 poster set. In addition, there are some foil stamped 1972 original cards, buyback cards, that are also a possibility. And obviously, we'll only see those in the hobby, right? And so there's a bunch of rookies in here. We've got all kinds of big names. I know Jonathan India's in here, as well as Jake Cronenworth. We've got Alex Kurloff, Alejandro Kirk. There are a number of I think, let's see, Kelnick's in here, and so on. So there's a bunch of rookies in here that we can pull, and hopefully we have some good luck in that. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. All right, here we go. And by the way, in our middle segment, as if you've been following the channel, you know that we always do a middle segment, and it's called What's on the Docket. In this particular segment, we'll be talking about both Sarah Langs and Lou Gehrig, who Sarah is currently fighting ALS, and we also will take a look at Lou Gehrig's career, and as many of you know, I'm sure, Lou Gehrig died of ALS, and that's what the illness is named after. So we'll be doing that in the middle segment. So let's see here. Here's our buyback right here, folks. We've got Tommy Helms. You know, the thing about these, Michelle, is that even though they're buyback cards, most of these cards that Topps buys, goes out and purchases at the National or whatever. As you can see by the condition of these cards, like right here, for instance, there's a bad corner. Right over here, there's a dog ear. These cards,
it's not Seneca either. It doesn't look like.
Right. These cards were never meant to be high-end examples. All they are for the collector out there is an original card, original 1972 card that's stamped by Topps and given out in these hobby boxes. So I mean, even if you were to get, like, let's say Willie Mays or Hank Aaron or Pete Rose or any of those guys in this particular buyback, they're condition sensitive, and most of these cards will be like an X card or somewhere in that realm. X card, X Mint, which would be a 5 or 6 in PSA. So we have this card here anyway. Here's the backs, and as you can see, if you've been opened up any Heritage, the backs here in the 1972, the original 1972s, are the same as what you'll see in the 2021 versions of both the regular version Heritage and the high number version. So there it is. There's Tommy Helms. That's our box topper, I guess you could call it. All right, let's get into the packs. And we've got 24 packs in here, and 9 cards per pack, 216 cards. There's also three blaster boxes, and those are 72 cards, 8 cards per pack, and those are also 9, so that's a total of 216 as well, ironically. So here we go. Okay, see what we're going to pull out of here. We know we're going to get either a relic or an autograph, plus some sort of an insert or a number of inserts, but maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll get, something along the lines of a numbered parallel. We'll see. Okay. We got Luis Urias, Luis Castillo, Corey Dickerson, Dave Price, and the Boomba brothers. Here we are, twins. Steven Strasburg, Gavin Lux, Seth Romero, and Jordan Montgomery. All right. Pack one in the books. So, we're closing in on the last month of the season here. As we're filming in this, it's September 1st. And our Red Sox are still in the hunt, but falling back. So I don't know, Michelle. What do you think? Do you think they're gonna make a run?
Well, I hope. I am a diehard Red Sox fan, so I am hoping so. But we'll see. I mean, they've got to get their bats going again.
Yep.
They've got to get their bats. I mean, Bayo is right. Houck's doing all right. Poor Pavetta, he can't buy a win. But they just need to get their bats going again.
And the one guy that's really hitting consistently is
Duran.
Jarren Duran, huh?
Duran's been a monster this year. Thank God for him.
Oh, yeah.
God.
But, we'll see how they do. They're playing the Mets tonight, so hopefully, they can put some hits together and score some runs because they got Bayo on the hill. So Taylor Widener, let's see, Xander Bogaerts. Looks like we got a black maybe coming up here. Brendan Rodgers, James McCann. Yep, it's a black border. Look at that. Braylon Marquez, and I guess it's not numbered. I thought these were numbered. Oh yeah, it's I'm thinking the right. I'm thinking the we'll put a sleeve on that. I'm thinking the there's Andres Jimenez and Austin Nola. I was thinking the the numbered parallels, which would be the refractors. Yeah, that one's giving me a tough time. All right, let's put that sleeve on that in a second. All right, third pack. Here we go. Let's see what's in here. Luke Raley, Rafael Iglesias, J.T. Brubaker, Blake Snell, Raleigh Fingers. There's one of the World Series inserts right here, folks, and that's Raleigh Fingers.
I'm still kicking myself that show we went to, and I got a picture of him. It was my first use of that digital camera, remember?
Yep.
And I, by mistake, deleted my picture of Raleigh Fingers and me.
Right.
I'm like, are you kidding me? But hey, not that I am still remembering and lamenting 10 years later, but I am.
Well, I mean, look, I mean, he's a great guy. He was very very personable.
Yeah.
And you know, he was more than willing to take a picture, shake your hand, talk with you. It was great.
Yeah. He was a good guy.
Sure was. So was Brooks Robinson. Was at that same show. Yeah.
What a gentleman.
Yep. All right, Steven Duggar. Here we go. Jorge Lopez. And Nolan Arenado. Oh, look at this card. It got all dinged up. Look at that. Look at that corner.
How in the world?
Oh, man. Yomis Sanchez. Yeah, he's all banged up there. Walker Buehler. Alex Young. Diamondbacks. And Alejandro Kirk. There's one of the rookies right there. Seth Eldridge. And Jackie Bradley Jr. Wow.
The Brew Crew.
Yeah. He's currently in the Mets system after he was in the Independent League, trying to fight his way back in the major leagues. He was hitting about 400 or so in the Independent League. He's struggling a little bit at the AAA level for the Mets, but he is technically back in the major league organization. So, although not at the major league organization, but he's at AAA. Jock Peterson, Michael Lorenzen, Trevor Larnach, Daniel Bard, Eric Fetty, Lurie Garcia, Nick Gordon, Yu Chang, Ryan McKenna. So far, not a lot. We got that black border, but that's something. But we're hoping for, something a little bit more enticing than that. Here comes our next pack. Let's see what we have here. Ryan Weathers, Aroldis Chapman, and Andy Young, Adrian Hauser, Ryan Mountcastle, rookie performers. That's a nice. It's not a bad little insert, you know. I mean, highlights these new guys coming in the league, or at the time, new guys in the league. Ryan's been in the league now for 4 years. So, Jose Iglesias, Joe Musgrove, Dane Dunning, Jojo Romero. Finish out that pack. All right, here we go. Rolling right through. So yeah, I mean, we were talking about in the last video about the no-hitter, and Blake Snell threw that, and that was for a guy that really struggled. I mean, he came into the league the season late, because Boris was his agent, and he wasn't up to speed, so he had to go to spring training. I mean, basically it took him 6-8 weeks to or something like that to actually get up to speed. And then even when he got into the major league levels with the Giants, he just took him a while to really get his sea legs. Luis Gonzalez, Trevor Rogers, Gary Sanchez, Greg Holland, Clevenger, Brent Rooker, Marcus Stroman, Machado, and Jorge Ona. A lot of these guys I noticed in this high number set, they're not even in the major leagues anymore. I was looking at some of these guys, and I'm like, I mean, they're playing like in the Puerto Rican leagues or the Mexican leagues, like Mamaleos and some of those Machine and some of these other guys. They're not even playing at all in the majors. It's only been what? This is 2021, so it's not going 3 years back. For instance, speaking of the guy who's hitting the cover out ball, look at that. See, look, that's dinged up. Look at that.
That's crazy.
Lindor's card's dinged up, but he's having a hell of a season right now. He's tearing it up.
Well, maybe he can be dinged up in the game tonight.
I hope so. Let's see.
Not
Michael
that I
Fulmer.
wish ill on anyone, but
Right.
just don't perform today.
Right. Speaking of a guy who's having another good season, how about Garrett Crochet, huh? He's having a great season for the White Sox, and even though they just set their franchise record for 100 losses with 107.
Good
I
Lord.
mean, that's tough.
ugly.
That's tough sledding right there.
That's
This whole
ugly.
pack's banged up. Looks like it. Edwin Diaz. No, this card's all right. Koei Arihara. Yeah. Ozzy Alves. Navaldo Rodriguez. Patrick Weigel. Eddie Alvarez. Not much. Pretty light on content there, huh? On firepower.
We got packs coming.
Yeah, not much going on there. All right, next pack. Here we go. 1/3 of the way through. Mitch Haniger, Hunter Harvey, Andrew Vaughn, rookie. Ronaldo Lopez, Josh Palacios, and there's Kirilloff. He's in the minor leagues too. Here's a guy who was, got off to a pretty good start for the Twins, and now all of a sudden he can't hit. Avisal Garcia.
Happens.
Yeah, what's that?
It happens.
It happens. Trevor Rogers and Sean Murphy, rookie cup. All right, 1/3 down, 2/3 to go. Let's see what we can find here in this next pack. And speaking of Windmill Machine, here he is right there. I think he's playing in the, I want to say, Marmoleos is playing in the Puerto Rican League, and I think he's playing in the Mexican League. Or it's the other way around. It's one of those two. Yeah, Braylon Marquez, Chadwick Tromp, Mickey Moniak, rookie, Nico Horner, and Kyle Cody. What we got? Daniel Vogelback, Dean Creamer, rookie, and Caprillion. So yeah, we know Kelnick's in here. Hopefully we'll get one of him. We already got Jimenez. He was in there. There's a few other guys that we'll see along the way. I would imagine as we get into some of these deeper into the packs. Andre Scrub, Isaac Paredes. That's a nice one. Chaz Chisholm. There's one of the other guys right there, right?
Yeah.
And he's killing it for the Yankees right now. So I think that trade worked out okay for them.
Yeah.
Carlos Fernandez, Jake Rogers, Zach Davies, and there's Jake Cronenworth, and Kevin Smith, and Tanner Ronk. All right, let's see here. I'll move this up a little bit. Just that lighting, just a tiny bit here, so we can keep that glare out. Next pack. Hey, look at that, Mike Moustakas. He's had a good career though. I mean, he's been serviceable. Robbie Grossman, Adonis Medina. Let's see, Luis Alexander Basabe, rookie. Anthony Rendon. This is a guy right here, folks, that, when he was with Washington, you couldn't get this guy out. I mean, he was a one-man wrecking crew. And once he signed that deal with the Angels, well, it's been all downhill from here. I mean, the guy can't stay healthy, and every time he does get back on the field, it isn't a week or two that goes by, and he's back on the IL. I mean, if he can ever pull it together, I mean, he could be, like I said, he could really help the Angels. But right now, he's weighing on them like an anchor. Philip Urban, Kyle Isbell, Amir Garrett, and Jose Devers. No relation to Rafael. So yeah, I mean, we were talking about some of the new releases in Topps here, and I think what's getting a lot of attention lately is the 2024 Topps Chrome series releases. And I gotta tell you, folks, if you're out there buying Topps Chrome, if you're out there buying a hobby box of Topps Chrome, Topps Hobby, Topps even the $40 blasters, or either the monster boxes or the jumbo boxes. I mean, it's like throwing money into a blast furnace. I mean, you are out of your mind if you're buying this product. Not only is it way more expensive than last year and probably 2 years, year before that, but barely is there anything coming out of there. I mean, the autographs are not great. A lot of them are, $10 autographs, and
It's a shame.
the hits are just few and far in between. And they can talk about Ellie De La Cruz all they want, but if you're just going to pull, an insert of him and no autographs of him, I'm sorry to say that it's probably in your best interest just to stay out of the way, get on the sidelines, and watch the carnage ensue, because some of these influencers out there, and in particular, I'll point out a couple. I mean, but there's a lot of them out there. But talking about striker breaks and jabs and some of these other guys, these guys are out there. They're pumping these products up, right? They're pumping these products up, and they're hyping. Oh, you could get this guy. You could get that guy. Oh, I love the chrome cards, folks. This is a chrome product. All it is with an exception of maybe a few cards here or there, all this is a copy of Series 1 Topps or Series 2 Topps, combined, something of that nature. And unfortunately, people keep flocking to this, right? And they keep, I mean, I don't even know how people are out there buying $400 jumbo boxes, $420, whatever. I think they're out of their mind. Michelle? Huh?
There's nothing left to say. I'm like, I don't get it.
Yep.
I just don't get it.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
but I just want to point that out, because I know that,
save you money.
I know everybody enjoys the hobby, and I know that everybody likes the new products, and I know Chrome to a lot of people is pretty interesting, and and something they enjoy, and they like the looks of the cards and all that stuff, and that's great. But again, I mean, you got to use some common sense here, people. Use some common sense. Get on the sidelines and watch these guys. Watch Fanatics and some of these other people really start to get uneasy in their chairs when all of a sudden the demand for this product drops off the earth. I mean, and it should. That product, in my estimation, I would say a hobby box of that should be about $125 max. And I don't think the jumbo should be any more than, I don't know. I think 200 is generous, but I would say 200 at the most. It's awful. Moving on, next pack. I just got off the soapbox. I had to get on the soapbox for a minute. Let's see. Shooting Apostle, Chris Davis, and there we go. This is what I was talking about right here. JT Brubaker, and this is numbered. Yeah, the refractor cards. And that's numbered to 572. So this is a base refractor. We'll put a sleeve on that though. And look at that. Now and then. No. That's Alec Mills. Right, I forgot. Where is Alex Mills now? Is he still? He's got to be still. Is he hurt? I haven't seen him pitching.
I have not even heard his name.
No, Darvish
in a while.
Hosmer, Stever, and Ramirez. Yeah, I know. He must be hurt, right?
Gotta be.
He's got to be hurt. I don't know. I don't know where he is. I mean, he did have some success, obviously. He threw that no-hitter, but, I mean, he was pretty good for the Cubs. Maybe he's, I don't know, maybe he's,
by the wayside.
Maybe he's on the IL or something. Maybe he's got Tommy John. I didn't read anything about him, though.
I don't even recall his name this season.
No.
I not at all.
And how many Cubs games have we watched? He hasn't been around. Yeah, quite a few. Next pack, Jonathan India rookie, which is a good one. We'll have to sleeve that up. Johan Oviedo. Here's our relic. Kyle Garlick. And our relic is Sam Huff. Sam Huff. Sam Huff. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Fanatics. Thank you, Fanatics. Hassan Kim rookie, Chris Davis, Daz Cameron, and Domingo Herman. Well, that's okay. We'll still sleeve it up,
Sleeve it
ladies
up.
and
It's a
gentlemen.
relic.
You know, hey, what the heck, right? Let's take a chance. Let's sleeve it up. Get in there. There we go. Almost. Come on. Got an oversized.
Okay, so while he's trying to do that, I'm just going to point out I got a Dodgers hat on, and the reason I'm wearing it today is just because I love dogs, and Shohei just won me over by having Decoy out there throwing out that first pitch. That was too funny.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So nod to Shohei, and you know, you gotta love Decoy.
It was
pretty cool.
Well, that he trained him to do that, to
Yeah.
pick up the ball from the pitcher's mound, run it in,
And run it in
and then drop it
and
at his
drop
feet.
it. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Throwing out the first pitch. Or running out the first pitch.
Running out the first pitch.
Right? Tyler Zuber, Nick Maton, Austin Barnes, Taylor Wade, Andrew Heaney, Randy Rosarina, Cooper, Posey, and Mark Mathias, rookie. Yeah, it's been so much happening. I mean, it's, you know, teams are Arizona Diamondbacks. They've been playing great. I mean, they're making a heck of a run. The Mets are playing well now. You know, a lot of these other teams like the Yankees, like Aaron Judge, he's over 50 home runs right now, 51, I believe. Carlos Martinez. Yeah, there's Shane McClanahan. That's a nice rookie right there. We'll definitely put a sleeve on that one. Jonathan Loaiza, David Bodie, Victor Carantini, Nick Senzel, Matthew Boyd, Damas, and Tony Gonzalez. We're working our way toward the end of this box, folks. We know we already got the hit, but you know what?
You never know. We could get a second.
Yeah, we did get a base refractor, which, if you look at the odds on these, the base refractor is something of the, let's see, I think it's like 1 in 26 or something like that. Let's see, I'm looking at it right now. Refractors. Chrome Supervisor, Gold Border. It's in there somewhere.
Well, right up until I think it was the last break, we didn't do as great as we have been. But up until then, we'd been beating the odds. So that's why he's kind of interested in, you know, see what the odds are of getting them, because we've been beating the odds pretty well.
Yeah, we've done pretty well. I don't see it here, but you guys can just freeze this and take a look at it yourself if you want. And maybe you can figure it out. But anyway, I think they're like, I remember reading something like 1 in 26 or something like that. And autographs in like the 2021 blaster boxes, they're off the hook. Josh Palacios, Lorenzo Cain, Willie Castro. Here's a NL MVP, Freddie Freeman, which are one of the inserts. Santana, Cody Hewer, Brent Honeywell Jr., Austin Goudreau, and Albert Pujols. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's get on to this next pack. We're closing in. On the end of this box, Paul DeYoung, Salvi Perez, Mike Minor, Jake Fraley, Kevin Biggio, now playing for the Dodgers. Aristides Aquino is another guy that just, you know, he just fell off the earth. Bye-bye now. DJ Peters, Josh James, Mike Ford. And, you know, there's been a lot of guys like that. I mean, you know.
If baseball was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Right.
You know, unfortunately.
Okay, we got, looks like about 6 more packs or so. Trey Mancini, Taylor Trammell, Andrew Benintendi. Here's Perdomo, Geraldo Perdomo. He's having a good year. put a sleeve on him. Stewart, Matt Carpenter, Steven Matz, Victor Gonzalez, and there he is, Jose Mamaleos. It's
Mamaleos
kind
on
of
toast.
kind of rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Mamaleos.
Yeah, it sounds like a topping for toast.
Right. Colton Wong, Adam Eaton, Jameson Teon, Julian Merriweather, Nick Anderson, Jonah Heim. That's a good one. He's having a pretty good season. Nico Goodrum, Chris Bryant, and Sam Hilliard. 4 more packs, and we will be through segment 1 of this opening video, and we'll get into the rest of it in just a little bit. Miles Michaelis, excuse me. Eddie Rosario, Ryan Presley, Trevor Story. He should be coming back soon.
Man, would it be nice to have him back.
You know, we could use him. We could use every
every bat and every resource we could possibly throw at
we
the
can't
game.
we can't hit. Mm-hmm. You know, Clemente. There's Clemente.
March to 3,000.
Yeah, March to 3,000. Third home run of the game. May 57. Braxton Garrett and Travis Blankenhorn, Tucker Barnhart, and Keegan Thompson. Yeah, having Story back at least would give us another right-handed bat too, and because these guys are loading up. You know, they're putting the left-handers against us, and you know, it really is hurting us and not to have enough right-handed bats. Thank God we got O'Neill back. Jose Urena, Zach McKinstry, and we got Jordan Weems, Hunter Renfro, Jared Oliver, Jonathan Araruz, and Yerman Mercedes, Jared Walsh, and Isaiah Kiner Falafa. 2 more packs. Heading toward the finish line of round 1. Let's see what else we can pull out of this guy right here. We got Max Stassi leading it off for us, followed by Mike Zanuno, Kyle Wright, Jonathan Davis, Jemai Jones, Charlie Morton, the old veteran, the old crafty veteran right there. Big Charlie. And Yusei Kikuchi, Josh Bell, and Colin Moran. All right, last pack of the hobby box. Let's see if we can get something interesting out of here. That was a good start with Rafael Devers, who right now he's got a sore shoulder and he can't hit a lick right now. He's like, oh, for his what they say was a 5 for his last 35 or something like that.
Something scary.
It's not good, folks. It's not good at all. Akil Baddoo, rookie. Wade Miley. There's Kelnick right there. That's a good one. Braves in a Braves uniform at this point. Roberto Perez. Albert Alzolay. Jeez, I'm crow. Albert Alzolay. Derek Whitlock as a rookie. Out for the season. Jordan Luplow and Hirokazu Sawamura. That'll end it right there. So, we are through the hobby box. And in just a minute, we'll be getting into our next area of conversation. In this case, like I said before, and I mentioned this earlier, that in a segue segment here, which we call What's on the Docket, we'll be talking about Sarah Langs and also Lou Gehrig. And I think you'll find it interesting because when we did some research on Lou. I mean, I knew a lot about Lou Gehrig prior to this segment, but I did learn some interesting new facts that I think most people will find, well, more than interesting. Almost
mind-numbing.
Almost mind-numbing, right. All right, we got all those wrapped up. Okay, so now, as many of you know, if you follow baseball, and I'm sure you do, because if you're watching this video, then you obviously have an interest in baseball. Sarah Langs is currently works for Major League Baseball, and she she grew up a Mets fan, and she first started her career with the White Sox, or the Cubs and the White Sox for NBC Sports Chicago, and later on she moved um, over to the MLB area, the MLB channel, and she was an analyst there and did a lot of stat work for them. And one thing about her family is amazing. I mean, they're both. Her father was uh, her mother was an infectious chief of infectious diseases at Albert Einstein College, and her father, Charles Langs, is a nephrologist. Right? What was that? What's it? Like kidneys?
Yeah.
Kidneys.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Kidneys or liver.
yeah,
I'm
one of
not
those
sure.
two, right?
Yeah.
So between her mother and her father, they're like two geniuses. I mean, they're I mean, I'm sure amazingly gifted people.
Yeah.
But Sarah grew up a Mets fan, and and she went on to work for the MLB channel. And anyway, she's also an avid runner, and how she first became to notice the illness was that she was an avid runner, and one day she was having trouble with her ankle, and I guess it kept giving her problems, whether it was giving her pain or weakness in there, and she went to the doctors, and they looked at her, and they couldn't figure out what was going on. And as time went on, they basically tried everything to physically come up with a conclusion on why she had ankle illness, an ankle weakness, and then later on muscle weakness in her legs, until they finally arrived that she had ALS. So I mean, this is a woman who, I guess, once she was diagnosed, she never used it as a crutch. She kept doing her job. She never missed a day of work. She kept doing all the little things to to stay active, to stay vigorous, to stay in the game that she loved, right? And as you guys probably have already seen, both Michelle and I are wearing
Well, it's hard to see the t-shirts.
t-shirts, but we both have these t-shirts that are ALS shirts that basically shine a light on Sarah Langs and ALS, and it just basically what it says baseball is the best, and we felt like it's our little way of contributing to trying to find a cure, as Sarah Langs also fights to find a cure.
Yeah.
And
Raise awareness.
right, and to raise awareness, to call attention to this devastating illness. And she is the spokesman. Like for this year, it was Lou Gehrig's Day was held on June 2nd, and Sarah was the spokesman for ALS, and it was quite encompassing. And I loved how baseball rallied around her, and all the different teams. From guys like the Yankees and the Mets, and some of these other organizations that really stepped up to the plate to donate money, to stand behind her, to help pursue a possible cure down the road. So it was really neat, and I like that Major League Baseball over the last 4 years has recognized Lou Gehrig as well, for his contributions, not only his contributions, but also his fight with ALS. And I mean, from the day he was diagnosed till the day he died was 2 years. So he
Crazy.
didn't, he didn't really last that long. I mean, he went downhill pretty quickly. And you know, when we're talking about Lou Gehrig, right? We're talking about a guy who was, nicknamed the Iron Horse, and he he got that record when he took over for Wally Pipp, who took himself out of a game um, with a migraine headache, and then that was in, I want to say, 19. I don't remember exactly when he took over for Pipp, but Wally Pipp, who was a starting first baseman for the Yankees, went out that day, and then when Gehrig went in for him, Pipp never got his job back. So Lou, took over from that point, and his I think his statistics, speak for themselves. I mean, the guy was a seven-time All-Star. He was a six-time World Champion. He's a two-time AL MVP, Triple Crown winner in 34, and AL batting champ in 34. He three-time AL home run leader in 31, 34, and 36. Five-time RBI leader in 27, 28, 30, 31, and 34. Hit 4 home runs in a game. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. I mean, I don't know what else to say about the guy. Other than he was a gentleman. He was the captain. He led by example. He played the game hard. I wouldn't call him the most gifted first baseman, but he made up for that with his offense. And again, I mean, when you win 6 world championships, right, in the time that he was playing, I think that's not a whole lot to say. Michelle, anything to add on Lou Gehrig at all? Or
Just an amazing human being. I mean, they were talking about how many languages did he speak? I know when he was a kid, he spoke German,
Yep.
and it's just I find that those old timers just were such incredible human beings, and they were so humble for the most part. They were humbled to be able to play a sport and play a game for their career,
Yeah.
and just I mean he was just such a kind soul, just in I don't know. There's something about him in that the luckiest man alive. I mean, that just kind of sums it up, right?
Sure.
I
Oh yeah.
mean,
No, I mean,
it's like, and he not a sour bone in the guy's body.
no. Even
You know,
even when he
even
gave his speech,
yeah,
the luckiest
just
man speech.
yeah, yeah, and he was thankful for every opportunity and every game, and just wow, we could use some more individuals like that nowadays. We
Yep.
really could.
Yep.
We really could.
Like I say, I mean, when he took over for Wally Pipp, I was just looking at this, and it says he took over on June 1st, 1925, for Wally Pipp, and at that point, because he took himself out of the game with complaints of a headache, like I was saying earlier, and he never get his job back with the team, and Gehrig went on to appear in every Yankee game until April 30th, 1939. Until in 1925, Gehrig batted 295, 20 home runs, 68 RBIs in over 126 games. So I mean, even in that short a span, in 25, he still put up pretty good numbers, right? And I think one snub to him, and this shocked the hell out of me, because back, well, what you got to remember here, folks, about the AL and NL MVP was that from 1922, let me hang on a second here, from 1922 to like 1931, there was the AL MVP and NL MVP. you could only win the award once. Okay, so after that, you were ineligible. It was only after 1931 that they allowed players to be voted, for MVP again and again and again and again based on their yearly performance, right? And so I mean, there's no doubt that I wouldn't say necessarily, let's say from 27 to 31 that Gehrig would have won the MVP award, but in 22, that's when they actually started the AL and NL MVP, and then it wasn't until and basically what they said was a player could win the award only once, after which he was ineligible to receive it. So, and that didn't, and I think they realized pretty early on, maybe they probably got more and more push as things went on, that like in 1931 they decided that the current version, which is today's version, was created and it was sustained in both leagues. So I mean, when you think about that, and you think about guys that were good enough to win, when they put up the numbers to win the AL and NL MVP, let's say Triple Crown and all that, it's a real accomplishment. It doesn't happen very often. The last man to win a Triple Crown was Yastrzemski in '67. So I mean, back then in the leagues, the Triple Crown winners were happening on a more regular basis. But as a matter of fact, in 33, there was both a Triple Crown winner in the American League and in the National League. But the point I'm trying to get to here is that in 1934, Lou Gehrig won the Triple Crown, right? And his numbers were mind altering, and I just will reference them for a quick second here. Let's see. Let me see here. Yeah. Gehrig in 1934 hit 363, 49 home runs, and 165 RBIs. Okay. Now, he didn't win the MVP. He won the Triple Crown, but he didn't win the MVP. Who won the MVP, you might be asking? Well, that's what I was asking as soon as I saw it, because I said, "What? What's going on?" Because when I saw that stat in his Triple Crown year, I said, "Oh, there's no way that he must have won the MVP." And I saw it and I said, "No, he didn't win the MVP." So then I looked, and as it turns out, Mickey Cochran, who was the Detroit Tigers manager and catcher, won the Most Valuable Player. Now, here's the interesting part, right? Cochran won. He won the MVP with a 320 average, which is respectable.
But 43 points below.
43 points, right? But he only had 2 home runs, and he had 60 RBIs, and of course, that pales in comparison to Gehrig, right?
Just a bit.
But to give Cochran a little bit of credit here, the Tigers did win the pennant, and the Yankees finished second. They were 7 games behind, and player evaluation was not statistics driven back then. Okay, so people need to understand that. So baseball writers described Cochran as one of the most inspiring, dynamic leaders in baseball history, who was the bellwether of the Tigers' pennant drive. And that, like I said, and that's all fine and well, but excuse me here. But when you analyze this, you see how much of a snub it is to Lou Gehrig. I mean, he was a great catcher, right? He only made 8 errors the entire season, and, while handling the staff. And then when you look at Gehrig, you say, okay. I think the more amazing part of Gehrig is, like, not only was he not runner-up for the MVP, right? But he didn't finish second or third or fourth. He was fifth. Yeah. He was fifth. I mean, which is, I can't even wrap my head around that. I mean, it's so egregious. I mean, the guys that finished ahead of him were, of course, Mickey Cochran, right? Then you had Charlie Gehringer, and then Schoolboy Rowe, he was in there, and Lefty Gomez. And not only was he not, runner up or MVP of the league, but he wasn't even the MVP of
the
his own
Yankees.
team, because Lefty Gomez was 26-5 with a 2.33 ERA. I mean, you want to talk about, I mean, absolute no respect at all. It's just a shame that happened. And here's where it gets interesting, and here's where the deliberation is, right? Here's where they the wheat, splits from the shaft, right? It said the key to Cochran's selection was that in 1934, the Baseball Writers Association of America defined most valuable player literally, right? So the key parts of instruction given to voters are as follows. Actual value of a player to his team, that is, strength of offense and defense. Number 2, number of games played. Well, we know Gehrig played every game, so that can't be a problem. And then general character, disposition, loyalty, and effort. Okay, I don't think Lou Gehrig lacked in any of those. No. General character, disposition, loyalty, or effort. As a matter of fact, he put the Yankees on his back in an aging Yankee team that had a Babe Ruth and others on there that were nowhere near the talent that Tigers team was. And yet, if he hadn't have done what he had done, the Yankees might have been 25 games back, right? And basically, they go on to say that, Mickey Cochran led the Tigers to the pennant. There's little doubt that if he had not been their catcher, the Yankees would have beaten him out. And that might be true. And then they said the writers weren't seduced by Lou Gehrig's dominant season, which was enough to lead them to the top, right? And, I mean, but you could argue, and they did as well, that Lou Gehrig was more valuable to the second-place Yankees than Cochran was to the first-place Tigers. But the key must have been that Cochran's and the second-place finisher's Gehringer's contributions led to a championship, right? And unfortunately for Gehrig, he just didn't, he just didn't get any love there. And then they go on to say about the Triple Crown winners, they said another factor is that in 1934, few realized how difficult it was and would be to win the Triple Crown. From 1901 to 1933, Nap with Joy 1901, Ty Cobb 1909, Rogers Hornsby 1922 and 25, Chuck Klein 33, Jimmy Fox in 33 were the Triple Crown winners. So it was pretty common, right, in those first, let's say, 32 years. Yes, in 1933, each league had a winner, which made Gehrig's winning it the following year less remarkable. But since 1934, the only winners have been Joe Medwick, 37, Ted Williams, 42 and 47, Mickey Mantle, 56, Frank Robinson, 66, and Carl Yastrzemski, 67. And one little caveat here that we're gonna talk about just for a couple seconds is that Ted Williams, who was a Triple Crown winner twice, didn't win the MVP either in either of those years. Can you imagine? Not once, but twice won the Triple Crown. Joe Gordon in 42 beat him out, and Joe DiMaggio in 47 beat him out. Can you imagine that? I can't imagine that Joe DiMaggio had a better year than Mantle. And I'm certain that both those teams, because they were on the Yankees, they won the World Championship, so that's why they got it. Yeah. And unfortunately for Lou Gehrig, it just didn't work out. But yeah, talk about a total injustice and a total snub. And they just went on to say that if this would occur today, Lou Gehrig would be the runaway MVP. No question about it. I mean, you would have to give it to him. I've seen him give it to guys like Pujols, who played, on a team that didn't win the World Series. Didn't get to the World Series, right? So yeah. So
That's crazy.
So anyway, we just wanted to finish with that to say that not only did Lou Gehrig not get any love, but Ted Williams twice didn't get any love. And so, we wanted to give tribute to both Sarah Lang. Sarah, we're behind you if you're watching this. We're hoping for a cure every day. We want to see this illness, be knocked out as quick as it can to find a cure. And to all the Lou Gehrig, fans and Yankee fans out there, I mean, he is a tremendous player. He was gone too soon. He threw up some fantastic numbers, and rightfully, he was given, he was in the Hall of Fame and inducted in the Hall of Fame. And I will just say this: his luckiest man speech I think it speaks for itself. Unfortunately, there isn't a version out there that gives the full video version of him talking, but there are portions of it out there if you want to go out and look at it. And it's just, he pays homage to everybody that helped him, to the organizations, to the managers, to his manager, to his wife, to all of his friends. I mean, it's so overwhelmingly heartwarming and heartbreaking that, you need to go out and watch it if you haven't watched it and see it for yourself. So with that, we are going to move on now, and we're going to get into the third and final segment of this break, and that's going to be the three. Whoa! Just knocked out the camera, folks. Hang on. We're getting back here. The three blaster boxes. So here we go. Okay.
As Jim's opening that one up, if you feel so inclined to purchase a baseball shirt, or baseball is the best, the money that, part of the portions of the profits,
proceeds, yeah,
they go to helping find a cure for ALS and putting an end to it. So if you feel so inclined, get on the World Wide Web and
yeah, I think it's RotoWare that sells them.
Yeah.
And we don't have any affiliation with them,
none whatsoever, just sending some love.
They're the one site that actually does give money back to that. Part of the proceeds go to try to find a cure. Right.
Yeah.
All right. So as I was, let me just pick up this box for 1 second, because I was just looking at the odds here. Let me just pull this up, and you can see here that we're looking at the refractors and the short prints, the chrome refractors. They're 1 in 67. There we go. That's what I was looking for. The odds might be a little better in the hobbies. But as you can see here, we got the reds and the blacks and all that, and the superfractors. What caught my attention here was these autographs. I mean, look at this. Real one autograph right there, right where my thumb is. You see that? A single autograph. It's 1 in 510 packs. Tops, what were you thinking, Fanatics? What were you thinking? The relics are 1 in 62. So we have a decent shot at the relics. And we have a really, really long shot chance at
for all you
real
real gamblers out there.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Holy cow, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna get into this. Let's see what we find. Hopefully we get something good. We'll see. You never know. We might pull an autograph. Could happen. Edwin Diaz, Koi Arihara, Haniger, Harvey, Andrew Vaughn, Louis Garcia, Nick Gordon, Yu Chang, Ryan McKenna. Let's see. Let's load these over here. 0 for 1. 0 for 1. And second pack. So there's 8 packs in each of these blaster boxes, and we'll see how generous Fanatics is going to be to us here. I can't believe that. I saw that 510. I'm like, you kidding me? Ronaldo Lopez, Josh Palacios, Lorenzo Cain, and then there's another Clemente, David Dahl, Iglesias, and Joey Musgrove, Dane Dunning, and Jojo Romero. We'll move along a little faster. We've seen a number of these cards now. The short prints, I'm not going to kind of waste my time there, because, I mean, they're not really that short printed. I think they're like 1 in maybe 3 packs or something like that. So, I mean, I don't think that's worth.
It's not really a short print now.
Well, it is, but it isn't, right? Willie Castro, DeYoung, Perez, Minor, Fraley, Brent Rooker, and Stroman, Machado, Jorge Ono again. All right. But yeah, so Michelle, do you have any favorites on who do you think will win the World Series this year? I mean, if you had to pick a team right now, you think that might be the one? Mancini, Trammell. There's Perdomo again. Yeah, let's leave him up. Albies.
I really don't, because
Alvarez.
there's like 3 or 4 teams that have really started to crank it up that could, you know. But
Yep.
I mean,
I mean,
I don't know. The Dodgers should.
right.
Hello, you know, they put the money in the, you know, they took it, smashed the piggy bank, and broke all records. But
Well,
I don't know.
They're
I
so
mean,
banged up. That's a problem.
you know, yeah, but you know, the Razorbacks, yeah. Wow, Diamondbacks are playing great ball, but I don't know. Atlanta's playing great, but they had fallen back, and now they're doing this.
Yep.
You know, so who knows? The Phillies look good. I don't know. I mean, the Yankees.
So I'd say probably,
You
you
know,
got to favor the Yankees coming out of the
Yankees
American
out of the
League,
East.
and the Dodgers or the Phillies coming out of the
Yeah.
National League, right?
AL.
I mean,
Well,
because I think
but
right.
you don't know. I mean, the Braves can always turn it on. You know, they really can, and the Diamondbacks too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kiel-off.
Anybody but the Yankees, though, please.
Yeah, Murphy, right? I know.
True baseball. True Boston fan. Anybody but the Yankees, please.
Right. I mean, we're not rooting for the Yankees. So if you're a Yankee, even though we love Lou Gehrig,
We do.
we love Babe Ruth. I mean, because he played for us too.
And Judge is a horse.
Yes, he is.
He really is.
Yes, he is.
He's, but Shohei won my heart there with Decoy.
That's funny. Michaelis, Rosario, Presley. Hey, there's Joe Rudy. Joe Rudy, Dad.
Wow.
He was a good player for them. He left fielder. He wasn't flashy, but he was a good player, a good overall player. Game 2, home run. I'm not surprised. Francisco Mejia, Tucker, Darno, and Espinal. 2 more packs in this first one. See if we get any little goodies here. Let's open this thing up here a little bit. There we go. That's better. Hey, at least these cards aren't banged up.
Not yet.
No. Freaking hobby box. Story, Arena, Kinstry, Weems, Hunter Renfro. Yeah. Oh, we've seen all these before. So, Pujols again.
And just a reminder, we'll take all this product and split it up into probably 4 different batches. And remember, all you have to do is leave a comment, and once we get enough comments, we'll do them in the randomizer and send them out free of charge. It's going to cost you 1 penny, but
that's it. We'll take care of everything else. Just gotta have a PayPal account, and once we get 10 people, we'll draw them up. I mean, I've been sorting them out all the time, so I've got tons of stuff to give away. But we just got to get the comments in the book here, and then we can start doing that. Just like I said,
it's not a
everything is free.
It's not a sham.
No, it's not a sham. Look, I mean, folks, I see guys like Jabs and some of these other guys. They're giving away free packs. I don't see them giving away everything. That's what we're doing. I don't see.
There's been some pulls that I would love to keep for ourselves, but
yeah, I mean,
we said we were going to give away everything, and we're giving away everything.
Yep. I mean, look, we pulled some really nice stuff. I mean, a lot of good autographs in there.
This is your first video. Go back and check out some other ones, because.
Yeah. Yeah. We really did. We really have been pretty lucky. I mean, as far as like with Heritage and stuff. Teon, Michaelis, same run here. Presley Davis, Cronenworth, rookie, Pavin Smith, and Tanner Rook. Pack number 2, rolling right along here. Thanks again for stopping by, and if you like the video, if you like you like the commentary, hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you come back and watch some more. Get to hear us carry on about anything and everything. Urena, McKinstry, Clemente, 300 again, Jose Urquidy, and Phil Urban, Isabel, Garrett, and Devers. So far, we're coming up dry. Let's see here. Come on, guys. Come on, fanatics. Help us out. Be good to us, huh?
Yeah, they didn't like our comments.
No, they're not going to like them very much either. Renfro, Oliver, Zanino, Darvish, Hosmer, Stever, and Johan Ramirez. 5 more. Yeah. A little bit of a dry spell here, huh? You know,
I'll heat back up.
you know, I know one of the other topics that have been going on right now is the CT scanners. Oh my God, you know, look, I understand why everybody's up in arms about the CT scanning, but one thing I'll say about the CT scanners is this: if you got a whatever $20 blaster box, I don't think you're going to worry about anybody sending it to a CT scanner, folks. I mean, if you got a $1,000 box or $2,000 box or $500 box, you know, maybe the $500 box, you know, I mean, I don't know if even that's on the edge, because then they're going to charge you like $100, $200 to scan that box. All right. So if you think it's really worth your while, I mean, my hat's off to you, and I'm not going to waste my time.
Crazy.
You know, Kyle Wright, Davis, Devers, Badu, Rookie, Hassan Kim, Cameron Diaz. I think that's the first time I've seen Diaz, but might be a short print. Usually it's the third to the last card, something like that. That's usually how they run. Let's see, Wade Miley. I think we've seen him before. There's Kelnick. Pull him out. Perez and Luke Raley, Kinsner, excuse me. Cooper and Posey and Matthias, huh? Garrett Cooper. That seems like a long time ago we had Cooper, huh? He just, you know, he is a serviceable player, but he just couldn't make the connection with the Red Sox.
Nope.
All right, 3 more packs. Let's see what's in this one. Feels kind of thick. Brubaker. There's Blake Snell. Mr. No-hitter. Machine. And all-time greats. Pujols and Trout. Nick Senzel. Matt Boyd. Gonzalez again.
Isn't Trout another one of those MVPs that... Didn't he get the MVP?
He's got like 3 or 4 of them.
Right. And has he gotten any World Series?
No.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Imagine that. Have all those MVPs. I think he's got 3. Marquez, Trump, Moniak. Oh, there we go. Trey Turner.
Wow.
There we go. That's
a nice
nice.
relic.
That's nice,
That's a
right
nice
there.
relic. There you go. I told you it was going to heat back
Okay,
up.
well, it's 1 in 62,
know.
so we beat
go.
the odds there. Let's take a look at this. Look at that. Yeah.
That's nice.
Oh, look, it got dinged up.
Are you kidding?
Look at it. There's a little ding in it. Oh, man. Come on.
We're going to give him something, but we're going to ding it.
Oh, yeah, come on. Really? Wow. Well, we're still gonna sleeve it up. I don't care. Let's see. Let's get the thick one here. But anyway, that's Trey Turner.
There it is.
Yeah, that's nice. Wow. Pissed me off. That's just not right. I tell you what. Let's put him next to Sammy Huff over there.
Gee.
Sammy Huff. Who do you think's better there, folks?
Yeah, I think you need to move Trey to the front. Put Huff in the shadow a little bit.
Quick quiz here. Who do you think is better? Let's quick poll. Sam Huff or Trey Turner? Right, Scrub, Paredes. Hey, there's Chisholm again. Pull him out. Hernandez, Plesac, Patino, Chad Pinder, and then Jimenez, Nola. 2 boxes down, 1 box to go. All right. You know, folks, I just want to remind everybody, too, that we do have an eBay store. So if you're so inclined and you're looking for, I don't know, pretty much anything that we have, which is everything, anything you're looking for, like like baseball or football or hockey or basketball or non-sports. Well, we carry both modern and vintage, so we have approximately right now, somewhere in the area of 1,930 items or so. So yeah, if you want to take a look around, all of our stuff is high end. For the most part, like 99.999% of it is, anyway. And so, there's a link. Check it out if you want. We thank you if you're interested. All right, heading into the last box, 8 packs. Here we go. Pack number 1, box number 3. Renzen, Larnach, Daniel Bard, Eric Fetty, Biggio, Heim, Goodrum, Bryant, and Hilliard. Not much there.
That's the first Daniel Bard, though.
Yep,
I
probably.
haven't seen him tonight.
Probably a short print, I bet. If you're only seeing like those guys once in a while, because the runs are all, correlation's all the same.
Right.
Weathers, Chapman, Young, Andy Young. I don't think we saw Young. Hauser. This is a little different. Horner. Yeah. Garrett, Blankenhorn, Thompson. Okay. All right, 6 more. We're running down the line here. We're closing in on the finish line. Hang in there.
Winding down like summertime.
Yeah. It's too bad, I know.
Gone.
When I drive home at night now, it's from out of work. It's dark out. Gonzalez, Rogers, Sanchez. What we got here? Home of the Braves, of course. There's Acuna. And who is that? Is that Freeman? Yeah, it must be Freeman. Yeah. Aruz, Walsh, and kind of Palafa. All right. So yeah, we'll see how it runs down. We'll see what Judge does as far as this last month. See if he can break that 61 home run record there that he got 2 years ago. There's Francisco Fulmer. What do we got here? Oh, we got another Clubhouse Collection relic? I think so. Garrett Crochet. Look at that. Wilson Contreras. Look at that. Another relic. And this one looks like it's in a little bit of shape. I don't know. I guess it's just a little bit of... Yeah, it looks pretty good, I think. It's not too bad. A little bit of touch there on that corner, but we'll put that in a... We'll put that in a sleeve right now. Let's take a closer look at it just for a second. Wilson Contreras. There's the back. Congratulations. Nice little game-used jersey there. Pretty nice.
Piece of the pinstripe.
Piece of the pinstripe. We like that. Getting in an oversized.
Told you, we've been beating the odds.
Yes, we have. To get two blaster boxes with let's put that right there with relics in them. That's pretty good. It really is. That's way beating the odds. Oh, we just looked at it. It was 1 in 62 packs, right? So we've definitely beaten the odds. Way more than beat them. No autographs, but we've got three relics. Who knows? There could be an autograph in here. You never know. Diaz, Haniger, Harvey, Sergio Alcantara, Azole, and Garrett Whitlock again. Saramura. 3 more packs. Some of these are a little tough. That's nice, though. 3 Clubhouse Collections relics. That's pretty good. Vaughn, Lopez, Palacios, Kane, Castro, Correa, Garcia, Ahmed Rosario, Diaz. How about a chrome refractor? That would be nice, huh? Something like that. Get a good name in there, maybe. Or a black or something like that.
Yeah, we gotta have one more really good
Come
one
on.
so that we
Come
can
on.
make those 4.
Give it up.
We can make those 4 packs pretty equal.
Yeah, Nate Pearson, Vogelback, Kramer, and Caprillion. Yeah, right.
Only got one pack left to do it.
One
Let's
Mac.
go.
What do you think? Drum roll, please. All right, here we go.
I'm getting a little punchy. Got school tomorrow.
All right.
Oy.
Yeah. Hey, Jabs, if you're watching right here, buddy, huh? I got your Pirates hat on for you, huh? Mancini, Trammell, Benintendi. Perdomo, I'm getting tired too. Caratini, Davies, and Cronenworth again. Smith, and Tanner, Roke is the final card. Broek.
Well,
Well,
3 relics.
yeah, let's do a little recap here. Let's just do a quick recap. Here we go. Here's our 3 relics. Trey Turner, pretty nice. I like it. Wilson Contreras, another good pull. Great player. And Sammy Huff, the old Texas boy. And that's it. So 2 bats and a jersey. And then we got we pulled a couple things here. Let's talk about the lower stuff here. Lower population stuff, which is a black here of Marquez, JT Brubaker with the chrome refractor. And then we got a bunch of rookies, Whitlock and Cronenworth and Perdomo, Whitlock again, Garrett Crochet, Jimenez, there's Chaz Chisholm, Kelnick, Perdomo again, India, Clanahan, Perdomo, Heim, and Kelnick. And last but not least was our buyback card, Tommy Helms. He was a good player when he played for both Cincinnati, Houston. I can't remember where else he played. I think Oakland too. But he was pretty good with Cincinnati. He was on those championship teams in the early 70s. Yeah, he was a pretty good player. So there you have it, folks. Okay, we thank you for stopping by and checking us out, and we hope that you'll take a moment to subscribe and leave a message, a comment, and hit our notification button and catch everyone that we do from now on. So we thank you with that, and we are going to head out. And once again, we appreciate you stopping by. And until next time,
Buenos noches.
buenos noches.